Dr. David Murray is a Fox News guest who constantly says ridiculous stuff, and he didn't disappoint again today. Here he is talking to Steve Doocy about Chris Christie's anti-marijuana platform, and he loves it.
You say this is a politically savvy move. Why?
Leadership is always the right answer, and I think that Governor Christie has taken a stand. He said, I plant my flag. He goes no farther. It is going to be not on my watch. Not if I'm president. I'm going to uphold the law, and it is still federal law. I think it's the morally right call. I think it's the medically right call, and it's politically savvy because people are hungry for leadership, and I think support will rally to him when he says we're upholding the law and we're going to protect our children from legal drugs in America.
Sure.
See, this is why I really wanted to do this story, is that right there, that comment was super old white guy Republican thinking in a nutshell. So in other words, zero logic. So what did he say? Well, what do you think of Chris Christie's anti-marijuana platform? Leadership is always the right answer. What does that even mean? Leadership is the right answer. I always think leadership is the right answer. But you could do leadership for any kind of ideology. There's zero content. You said a sentence and no substance came out. Leadership is the right answer. There's been fucking communist leaders, fascist leaders. There's been leaders for marijuana, against marijuana. There's been leaders, on every side of every economic issue. What does that mean? What does that mean? Leadership is the answer. Of course, what he means is leadership is good as long as it's leadership for my backwards ass opinions. That's what it means. Does he agree with me? Oh, he agrees with me. Well, then leadership is good. Somebody disagrees with you and they show leadership. I don't like that. So leadership is not the operative thing here. Okay, that's just the first thing he said. Then he moves on to, I think this is morally right. It's morally right to be anti-marijuana. It's morally right. How does morality come into this at all? What's moral about telling somebody, stop smoking that marijuana, son? How does morality come into it? So how about, you've never had a drink in your life? Have you ever had a drink? You ever had some tequila, some scotch, some whiskey, whatever it is? Is there a moral angle to that? I saw you had one too many scotches there, son. That's immoral. No, morality is like, assault, rape, murder, unnecessary wars started with countries that didn't attack us. I digress. I could go on there. But see, again, this is the thing. Old, white, Republican male thinking. What's morality to them? What do we get morally outraged over? We get more over the things I just said. War, locking somebody in a cage because they did a substance. There's the moral aspect of the conversation here. He thinks it's immoral to do the substance. Is it immoral to do caffeine? Is it immoral to have a Red Bull? Is it immoral to go to the doctor and get some Xanax because you're afraid of flying and then it calms you down when you're in the plane? Should I continue? Dr. Carl Hart says it best. We don't live in a drug-free society, and nobody would want to live in a drug-free society. How is morality, how is it immoral for somebody to do a substance when they're not hurting anybody? When you get into a car accident, you snap your femur, they give you morphine. That's very close to heroin, okay? It reacts the same in the body. Is there something, how dare you take that to numb your pain, goddammit? That's immoral of you. No, what's immoral is stopping them from numbing their pain with it. Because of some arbitrary morality you made up in your mind. All right, then he says, I think it's politically savvy. Apparently he doesn't know what the term politically savvy means, because I will prove to you that, of course, it is not politically savvy. Okay, so politically savvy means what? It's going to appeal. It's going to appeal to the people. They're going to go, yeah, I'm with him. He says something I like. Politically savvy. That's what it is. Okay, so he's saying the people are with him. When Christie stands up, I'm against weed. Yay, Chris. Fox News poll. Fox News poll. If there's a bias in any direction, what direction is it? 51% of the people in a Fox News poll say legalize marijuana. Gallup poll, 58% legalize marijuana. HuffPost and YouGov, 59% legalize marijuana. I hope you're sitting down. You ready for this? This one's my favorite. A Pew poll. 60% of young Republicans say legalize marijuana. It's politically savvy for Chris Christie to be against the majority of the American people now the overwhelming majority of the American people and the majority of young Republicans. It's politically savvy for him to disagree with people when he's trying to get elected by those people. That's not politically savvy. That's the opposite.